Hello, I'm Timothy Washington. This is for Communications 100. Um, this is my information um, video. Sorry, this is kind of new and awkward for me. But anyway, nevertheless, my speech is on Deviance, and I'm just going to jump into it. Basically, I feel like Deviance is something that a lot of people feel has to be committed. In other words, they feel like the act of deviance just has to be done. Meaning someone has to commit a crime or do something, to violate a norm or a folkway or, something of that sort. But in my opinion, deviance just has to be assumed. The actual act of deviance does not even have to be committed. It just has to be assumed. You have to, all that has to be done is someone just has to believe that a act of deviance was committed, and that person is now labeled a deviant. I also feel like deviance is something that is taught. I don't think you're born a deviant. However, I know we have some people in this world who are just they don't care. They don't really have cares, and then we have other people who just make mistakes growing up or whatever the case is. But just to give an example of how I feel deviance just has to be assumed. Let's say you, my professor, was informed that by one of your colleagues, coworkers, or maybe even a student, that myself, Timothy Washington, was a cheater. And they said that I, cheated on the test. I feel like at that point, whether you believe it or not, I feel like you would at that point label me a deviant. Not that you have ill intentions or anything like that, but because of that person's title or role, you may just believe that. I do feel like you will start to observe myself closer. Just to give another example, let's say there was a police officer, and the police officer basically told the judge or whoever that they saw myself, Timothy Washington, steal an apple. Well, because of that person's title or stature, I feel like most people will believe that I stole that apple, just because of who said it. So that's basically my speech on deviance and how I feel like the actual act of deviance does not have to be committed. It just has to be assumed. Working on an A in this class. Hopefully this is what you're looking for. Again, this is Timothy Washington, Communications 100, and that's all. Thank you.